So, hello people, this is Vamsi Krishna from third year CSC working on the topic of databases from full stack web development course organized by Prashanth Reddy. In this assignment, I was asked to integrate a new SQL database such as Google's Firebase to a custom Telegram bot with a service API. Now, this Telegram bot with an API was also a task which is a part of 301 course in the same web development area. As an extension to that, I must integrate a Firebase property to the bot and continue its functionality. Before I show you the code, I will perform a demonstration of how the bot works with this. Now you can see the name of the bot is I guess a news agent. You can search this under Telegram, and when you start this bot, it is made to provide an introductory message about the services of the bot, about the developer of the bot. Now, the service of the bot is to retrieve news articles of your choice, of the user's choice, from BBC News in the past 10 days. Now, the keyword to search for news articles is a query word on which the articles need to be retrieved. And these are the services of the bot. The first one is searching for news articles with a search word. If no search word is provided, the latest articles are retrieved. The history, where all the news articles of the past will be retrieved and displayed to the user. And the third is get by query, where selected articles related to a similar keyword of query are retrieved to the user. Now let us try to search for query based on the word ambulance. As you can see, 5 articles related to the ambulance from the past 10 days are retrieved and displayed to the user. Now, if we were to do the history or all the articles stored in the past, we would get n number of articles on various topics. These are all the articles that have been worked on by this bot. For the third functionality, if we provide get by query on the word, let us say NASA, it searches on articles related to NASA if if any user searched on it and retrieves it to the current user. See, someone has searched for NASA and 5 articles related to NASA have been retrieved and displayed to the user. So this is how the bot works. It is a very useful bot to quickly attain news article information as well as maintain the history of query. So let us dive into the code. The functionality of the API has been explained in the previous video, that is how the API works. But the new feature that I've added into this API is the Firebase admin. And then in this administration, I have utilized the Cloud Firestore of the Firebase, imported a module named Firebase admin to npm manager. I have also created a variable to access the Firebase and its collection, which is particularly named news collection as of myself. Now, when the message from the bot to the bot is start, it displays an introductory message like these are the services, this is the developer, welcome to the bot, etc. But if the message starts with /search, then this part of the code works. What does this part contain? An API call which retrieves the data, a user call where the data is aligned and it is pushed to the database, and a user message displaying the article information. In this, we will add the newsref, which is a variable of the database representing the collection, and send the details appropriately as per fields. For the user ID field, we'll send the user ID, which is the chat ID. For the username field, we'll send the message's first name. For the datetime, we'll send the current date time, which is stripped to year, month, and date. For the query, we'll send the query word to a lowercase such that we get retrieved based on the query. And an array of articles, you can say a JSON of articles, so that it could be retrieved as it is. Upon completing this function, the user will get a response that data is stored to the Firestore. And if there's an error, one can view the error logs in the command console itself. That is the functionality of the first option. For the second service slash history, for the same collection, we are going to create a snapshot. That is, if the collection contains any documents. If there are no documents, we would retrieve no data is found in the Firestore. Else, if there is the data, we will map all the data to its articles while also mapping the title, description, author, and the link. And we'll send the same article array back to the user. If there is an error, we'll find it in the console log, and if there's nothing, then it goes as it is. For the third functionality, that is get by query, we would take the message text, trimming it to a 12 characters where we'll find the query word. We will apply a query function to the newsref collection saying I need to find fields that are similar to the query word. Then retrieve a snapshot of that query. If the snapshot is empty, we will find no data in the Firestore. But if the snapshot is not empty, we will map all the articles to the title, description, etc. and send back a message. This is done only when the query is equal to a particular query word. If there's an error, we'll view it in the console log. If there's no error, then we'll go as it is. For the final functionality, if anyone enters a service that is not an option of the bot, it says invalid command. Please use one of the words to perform the action. This is a simple code, and the main functionality here is the Firestore database. Now the package Firebase admin allows us to connect to our Firebase in the Google, which is a service account. We do this via accessing the private key for a particular document. Admin is a representation variable for the Firebase package, which initializes the application to the service account type. This key.json is collected from the service account settings of the project itself. It contains the project ID, the private key, map, tokens, etc. Now the Telegram bot is accessed with the help of Node Telegram bot API, which is a package in NPM, with the Telegram token, access token as its parameter. This bot variable represents the Telegram bot, which is accessed through access token, and the newsref is the collection to our particular collection in the Firestore database. With all of this clubbed, we could attain the services of the Telegram bot as we have shown the above. Thank you very much for watching.